Hello again. Welcome to Sparkling Week. I am starting the week with this insanely good sparkling wine from Washington. And this was originally sent to me by the Washington State Wine Commission. I was supposed to go on a trip last year to Seattle, do a whole weekend and taste through the newest, brightest and best wineries and wines from the state. Unfortunately, it got canceled. So they were nice enough to send us all care packages. And this was in the care package. This was a really exciting addition to the 3 bottles I received. I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I thought, okay, Riesling, Washington's known for Riesling, just as California is, and, Finger Lakes in New York, but it's not where you think of like the best of the best. You would look to Germany for that. But I thought, okay, this is gonna be pretty good, I think, but I'm not, gonna open it right away. So I waited till Easter, and this seemed to be the best option for an Easter meal. It's a Demi-Sec style, and that means it has a good amount of residual sugar. So if you want to see the label, it's right here. Treveri, Demi-Sec, Columbia Valley, Washington. And this producer is actually one of the only sparkling only producers that exists in Washington. And when I opened it on Easter, I was very, very impressed. Not that to say that I shouldn't have been impressed, but this is such high quality sparkling. And it does have residual sugar. So I know everyone likes to say they drink dry when they really drink sweet, and they just order it that way because they feel like, yeah, that's the cool thing to do. This is cool wine. I don't care what you say. It's got sugar. It is Demi-Sec. So in the categories for champagne, this is one of the sweetest categories. It's got 32 to 50 grams per liter residual sugar. And this one is around 32 to 34, I believe. But let's open it and see how it's doing today. I've had accidents opening sparkling on video, so we'll see how I do. And I'm at home, so I can just throw the foil on the floor. All right. Yeah, so I did a little reading about this producer after I was severely impressed. And his name's Jürgen Grieb. It's a family-owned property founded in 2010. And he's actually originally from Germany. He trained in Germany, and he specialized in Riesling, and then went and had also got a certificate in sparkling wine. So this is in the method Champenois style, but it really is supposed to be called traditional method at this point. We're not supposed to refer to champagne if it's not champagne or made in Champagne. So this is someone who's from Germany, who specialized in Riesling, who also trained in sparkling wine production. I was not surprised when I learned that because, like I said, this is such high quality and so impressive. They also make a sparkling Syrah Brut. They make a Müller-Thurgau sparkling. They make a really cool Blanc de Blanc Brut Zero. So only Chardonnay grapes. Definitely only white grapes. If it's not Chardonnay, then it's definitely white grapes. And no added dosage, so no added sugar. Oh, I can already smell it from here. Riesling is very aromatic. If you haven't experienced it, please do. It's the grape that got me into wine maybe 14 years ago. And this producer trained in Trier, which is part of the Mosel region. And the wine that got me into wine was von Schubert Maximin Grünhauser Riesling Spätlese from the Mosel. So, of course, this is something I was going to totally love. So on the nose, automatically I'm smelling so much apple, and not just like one type of apple. I'm smelling Golden Delicious, I'm smelling Granny Smith, I'm smelling sweet red apple, lots of floral notes, jasmine, white flower, what else? There's a touch of citrus, a little bit of lime, but it's not overbearing. It's more on the orchard fruit floral side. So even though this is a traditional method with the second fermentation in the bottle, this is a very delicate mousse. Mousse is the bubbles that are rising up. And the acidity actually doesn't seem high, but it's very high acidity because it combats that sugar content that exists. So even though it's sweet, it really refreshes the palate. Kind of like if you drink Coca-Cola, it's super, super sweet, and then somehow it's refreshing, and that's the acidity. The sweetness and the acidity are so balanced, and it just brings out all the aroma. There's a lot of stone fruit on the palate actually, so more pear, peach, still some apple there. I'm not getting any kind of aged aromas. I'm not getting petrol. I'm not getting any like funk or anything. This is definitely a Riesling that I believe should be drank young. The winemaker might say differently, but this is so gorgeous the way it is. And truthfully, it's very affordable. I think it's under $20 per bottle, and you can order it straight from the winery. Don't quote me on the price because I don't remember, but I did buy a case of these because I was like, you know what? I need to try the rest of all these bottles. If the Riesling's this good, I need to see the rest of it. And I'll say that, you know, the Riesling is my favorite. I think it is the highest quality of the bunch, but they're all awesome. And weirdly enough, my favorite other option is the Blanc de Blanc Brut Zero. And normally I'm not a Blanc de Blanc girl. I like a little more, I don't know, I like the red grape essence to sparkling. I also like more brioche breadiness. I like a touch of sugar, but their Blanc de Blanc Brut Zero is amazing. So check that out too. If you're a real fan of sparkling Syrah, it's quite unusual. It's very dry and just like, almost like a Lambrusco, but from the US. And I mean that in a good way. I mean that as a compliment. All right, so try Treveri. Check it out. I'll put the link in the comments, and experience this amazing sparkling wine from Washington.